What's up, YouTube? It is your boy, Brodus, back with another video. It's been a little while, took a little hiatus. I was out doing some essential stuff, some essential work, but I'm back. Got my point power forward out, took him to the stage since he did so well on the Rush 1v1 a few weeks ago, not this one that just recently passed. So I brought him, he did well in that event, so I brought him to Ante Up. See what he looks like kind of on a day-to-day. As you can see, it was a Superstar 2 right out of the gate. Center, of course. He's only a 74, so it's not too terrible, but still got to deal with that constant back down. So he's backing off. So big whites for the brick. I wasn't shooting that consistent today, actually. It was kind of annoying, but still able to get some W's and do some things. So, like I said, man, big center, backing down, backing down. This is pretty much what I'm going to have to deal with this whole game. And he goes to the deep hook, which is tough to stop unless you jump at the exact perfect right time. So if you watch the build video, you know my point power forward, he's only 6'7", so he is an undersized power forward. He's 240, but he's still undersized. As you can see there, I jumped at the right time on that one, got the block, but unfortunately, the ball drops right back into his lap and he gets the ball again, which is annoying, but it's just kind of how you kind of have to deal with that. As you can see here, he continues to back me down. I try and time up the jump. I don't time it as well on that one, so only 5% contested, so it goes in. And at this point, man, it's looking tough. So I try to take a chance. I get the poke ball, but this court is so short. They need to hopefully fix that next year. The 1v1 court is so short. There's not enough room out there to do stuff. So anyway, he goes back down, backing out. So I've timed it up again good. And I get the block, but of course he gets the ball back. But there's not enough time left. So he smokes a post fade. Got to run. Can't get the rebound because I wasn't sure if he was going to get to it. So I had to try and hustle. And it didn't really pay off in that situation. So unfortunately, I'm having trouble making stops. As you can see there, the moving truck lit up. That's something I like to run to try and stop the back down a little bit. That was actually a pretty decent jump. I was surprised that they only gave me 10%. Contested. I could have gotten another block on there. As you can see, like I said, that moving truck is lighting up. He gets me with the post spin on that one. There's kind of really nothing you could do at that point. I tried to contest, but it was too late. Tries to go to the back down again. So continuing to try and push and time it up. I know the post hook's coming. That was probably my best jump. And 53% contested, and 2K contest system is broken. So, of course, he greens it. Yeah, it's looking rough. He makes a mistake, though, because he tries to dribble without just posting up, and I can make him force the ball pick up. So now I'm big greens, and I'm broke again. So all that work, 12-0, finally get another stop, and I'm selling myself. So at this point, getting a little frustrated, so I started reaching just to let him know I'm there. I got 5 fouls, so I might as well start using them. As you can see there, try to poke it again. But like I said, the court is so short, I don't have any room to really recover that steal. So honestly, it might not even be the best place to reach if you're trying to do that. Then he tries to start spinning because he got me with the one post spin. But you can kind of guess when that's going to come. You know they're usually going to spin that opposite direction. There he goes to the post fade, which is not as easy of a shot as a deep hook. So he misses it. Now I'm wide open. As you can see, I took my time, gathered myself, got my feet right, lined it up, looked at the basket. Okay, green. And at that point, all right, now I got my rhythm going. He probably thinks I can't shoot consistently, so he's probably just going to let me shoot it. Or at least that's probably what he was thinking in those situations. But, I mean, I'm big green. I can make shots if I'm open. So he is going to have to guard up if he wants to win this game. Spoiler alert, he's not going to win this game. But yeah, a lot of the bigs, like you see, he's not even trying to play defense. He just wants me to miss, get a cheap stop, and then he's going to go right back to the back down. So if he's going to do that, I'm going to just take the shots all day. I should have took that one. I wasn't sure if he was going to finally start to bait me, because what they will do is they'll sit back all day, and then finally contest one random time, and they'll catch you slipping. So I think I ended up missing, I don't know if it was a layup or something like that. I just skipped it just because I don't want to bore y'all. As y'all can see, timed it up again. It's really just kind of a rhythm thing. They back you down. You kind of know, all right, he's in position to shoot that deep hook, that's what he's going to do. And you just have to kind of time it and jump at the right time. Goal intimidator obviously helps in that situation. So, yeah, got the ball back. Big greens again. Like I said, it's not a good strategy to just leave me open and let me shoot. Even if I miss a couple, I'm not going to consistently miss. So you really, if you want to win, you really need to guard up. As you can see, he's starting to come out now. He's starting to be a little more active because he's seen me. I've made a few shots. And I'm basically just kind of letting him, come up and just trying to see what he's going to do. I should have caught his ankles right there because I did the little half spin. I caught him, snatched right in front of him, but 2K didn't give it to me for some reason. They didn't give me the half spin animation right there, so I just started dribbling. I should have pulled up right on him right there and just greened it, but he kind of came out for a late contest, so that's easy blow by. Yeah, I think I ended up letting him get one more basket and skip that because it wasn't nothing special. Went straight to the big green as soon as I got the ball back. Like I said, man, if I'm shooting consistent, the games go a lot quicker. This particular day, it was a little inconsistent, so I had to work a little harder. Second game, another center build, not high overall. The worst ones obviously are the 99s, 95s, and up with max badges and stuff. So this particular situation is not as tough, but it's still annoying just because that massive size advantage, it just makes it hard for you to get stops on defense. So we come out right out of the gate, and like I said, another center build. So he backs off, and I already got my rhythm going, so I'm green. Big green right out of the gate. And it's kind of big to hit him early because now they have to kind of start to respect you right out of the gate. If you miss early, they kind of, he might not be able to shoot, so then they just kind of sit back, which actually might not be that big of a disadvantage. That's probably a good thing. I actually like it. It makes it that much easier. But as you can see here, got it working. So now he's got to come out. So now I can blow by. So now I can kind of get the whole thing working. He's got to come out. I can run past or I can shoot. He got to kind of play both. And bigs don't want to have to go back and forth. That one, he just decides to just, hey, take a chance, just sit down low. He does it again, and I just smoke it. Like, he came out for a late contest, but as you can see, it still said wide open. I should have made that. That one was I just mistimed it. Or 2K just kind of dogged me, which is always possible. As you can see there, he goes to the post fade. This center has a post takeover, post score takeover, so he's a little cheesier with those post spins and those deep fades than the last guy was. But that's kind of a tougher shot. It's harder to consistently hit those, I feel like. So as you can see here, he's doing a lot more post spins, L2 cheeses than the last guy. The last guy was kind of just straight back down. So he's a little craftier with it, so kind of have to just adjust to basically what he's trying to do to me. You see he's backing down, and he's going to that post hop shot, which is pretty cheesy if you know how to time it right, because it's hard to get a contest unless you guess exactly which side he's going to jump to. Here he tries to turn again. So as you can see, like I said, that moving truck lit up. He goes to the post hop, but he doesn't shoot it, which is actually a pretty good counter. Like I'm probably going to think like, oh, he's going to shoot that post hop, and he doesn't. Here he makes a mistake, and he tries to pick the ball up, or he tries to dribble without posting up, just like kind of like you saw in the last one. As soon as they do that, you got to take advantage of it and force him to pick that ball up. So he does that. I come in. I tried to hop step, but 2K sometimes it just doesn't give you the animation. I go up, but unfortunately got it back, ran out to the mid range, big green. So 11-8, I'm up. So he backs off again. That's what I mean, like where people try and back off, like, oh, yeah, I'm going to just let you shoot, and then they don't. They come and contest. It was only 11%, so I could have still made that, but 11% is enough to sometimes bother your timing and decrease your green window by enough to make you miss. As you can see here, he goes to that post hop shot again, and like I said, that shot is just, it's a tough shot to stop, but it's not guaranteed. It's not as easy to time. So if they're going to shoot that the whole game, I'm not too concerned with it, because honestly I don't feel like it's just hard to consistently time that, in my opinion. So now I'm just starting to use the floor back and forth, just trying to use my speed. And as you can see there, I finally get the blow by animation, or maybe he was just too tired and he couldn't keep up going back and forth. So I really don't do a whole lot of crazy dribble moves a lot of times. I'm really just trying to get to open space, use my speed to my advantage, just like bigs try and use their size to their advantage. So I really try and go back and forth, use the whole court in 1v1 just to make the bigs have to move laterally back and forth and back and forth. Here, that was a bonehead shot. I just kind of guessed and assumed I would be open, which is obviously something you don't want to do. But so I'm back on defense, and he gets me on a little post spin. So 18-10, got to get another stop. One more stop, and the game might actually be over. So now I'm back on D. He's post spin. I know what he's going to do. Goes back to the post hop shot. He greens it this time. If he can do that consistently, like I said, that's going to be hard to stop. Now he's at his takeover too, so I'm like, oh, it's going to be even that much harder to stop. But I know he likes to spin, so I go to cut that off. Usually, if you're connected to him, they want to spin over the opposite shoulder. Not every time, but I feel like a lot of times that's what people want to do. They want to get that spin, especially with his post-scoring takeover. He probably thought he can get that spin animation where he just throws me off of him. But I was able to guess right, and I clamped it up. As you can see there, I used the escape and then blow by when he kind of starts to contest, which is what I should have did the last possession when I smoked that layup or when I smoked that mid-range jump shot. But I made the adjustment this time. I used the escape again. I should have escaped and then shot it, but I kind of assumed he would contest since I just beat him with an escape blow by. Just assuming what instead of just taking what's there again. And then shot clock's running down, so I just ended up having to force it up. So now I got to get one more stop, but he doesn't want to dribble normally. He wants to stay in the post because he knows I just forced him to pick the ball up not too long ago. So when I know that, this is just like you have to play with him. Like, what happens? What happened in the last situation? What do I think he's going to do now? Since I know he wanted to stay in that post animation, I was on ball side, so I was able to get the steal. Then I got the ball back, straight to reverse layup, just to end that game. 10 out of 15 shooting, 2 of 4 from deep. Like I said, not the most efficient shooting day, but enough to get it done, especially when you can get some stops. So here I ended up playing a guard finally. Not the sweatiest of guards. He wasn't that good, honestly. So this is my third game. I ended up playing, and as you can see there, I'm already catching some ankles. And once I do that, blow by, and he gets the block. But I should have went straight up. I don't know why I did. So here, I decided, I'm not going to make that mistake again. Going straight up with him, and this game is not nearly as difficult as the last game. Yeah, so just kind of back to the same strategy. Just still trying to use the whole floor, 1v1. There's nobody else on the court, so you might as well take advantage of everywhere, the whole space. As you can see there, he was kind of in decent position, but fancy footwork kind of bailed me out with the hop step. Against guards who aren't two-ways, who don't have high block, I'll usually go to the basket a little more. As you can see there, smoked yet another wide open layup or a wide open mid-range. Might as well be a layup. Smoked it again, but was able to get the forced ball pickup, get another stop, and after that, I pretty much just win the game at this point. I think he ended up scoring 2 points, but yeah, against the guards who aren't two ways, centers obviously are a lot better at guarding the paint. A lot of times they'll have chase down, they'll have a high block, they'll have high interior defense. So even when I blow by, I still have to be aware of, are they in position to get a chase down block or a chase down intimidation? 2K needs to fix that. Like, if I blow by a guy and I'm past them by 3, 4, or 5 feet, whatever the case may be, and I'm faster than that guy, like my point power forward is like 93, 94 speed, depending on my overall. And I'm going against a center who's like 60, 70, 80 top speed max, and I'm blowing by him, he should not be able to catch up to me and bother my shot after I've already took off. But, I mean, y'all know how, if y'all played this game enough, how broken the contest system can be sometimes. So hopefully in 2K21 they figure that out. But, yeah, that's pretty much the video. It ended up kind of becoming a video on how I kind of try and bother bigs when they're just trying to back you down and use that size on you. So hopefully you learn some tips on some things that I like to try and do to be effective against those guys on defense. And yeah, man, stay tuned. I have a new point power forward build that I'm working on. Max playmaking badges, so 30 playmaking badges, 51 total badges. Been playing with him lately, going crazy, having a lot of fun. I just ran some twos earlier today, so that content is coming. Stay tuned. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Hope y'all enjoy, and stay tuned for the next one, man. Peace.